You never left anyone. You probably clung onto their car as they were leaving you. And I don't want to admit this, but things got so bad that there was a moment where we almost broke up. Mm-hmm. It just seemed, it was like this, it was just a scary time in every sort of way. Yeah, we don't really need to go into all the details, but I'm just saying, like, it was just, I'm so glad that we're out of it. Like, you're doing so much better. Amber, that makes it sound like you wanted to break up with her for being sick. No, she wanted to break up with me. Yeah. And I said, no, I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to stand by your side.
Yeah, it was me. I tried to end it.
Because her brain was not working. And I said, nope, I'm not having it.
No, she never tried to break up with me. She never tried to break up with me. Me and her would get into really intense discussions, and then we would both pretty much be like, I don't want to be in this anymore. But then she would be the one to snap back and be like, Bud, let's work on it. I love you. I don't want this to end. And then we would work it out every time at her request. And then that's what led to the breakup. We got into a really bad argument. And I went and stayed a few days with my family. And then after those few days, I realized that I just couldn't anymore.
I think they're fighting again today. No, I'm not even Emily's friend anymore. Why did you talk to her about the hospital? Because me and her have been friends. We have been talking and we've been friends. And she kept telling me, don't tell anyone that we've been talking. I don't want them to know, etc., etc. But all behind my back, she's over here talking to reaction channels while we're friends. And not only that, but she was doing that while we were in a relationship and calling me Pocahontas and bullshit like that. Like, no, I didn't go back to her. We have only been friends. She has been wanting to see my belly. She wants sexual photos. She's wanted to do FaceTime sex. And I keep telling her, no, I'm not in it. I don't want that anymore. Receipts of her calling me a cunt, a bitch, worthless, fat ass, a cheating bitch when I didn't do anything. Like, you have no idea the horrible things that she has said to me, and I genuinely just fucking took it, and I was the one to apologize to her, because I don't sit there and just like show receipts. I have literal text messages of her saying the most fucking awful things to me, and my responses are just like, I love you, babe, da-da-da, can we not do this, and like trying to like apologize for something I didn't even do. She's selfish, rude, just flat out cold. She has made me multiple times. She has made jokes multiple times about my weight, the way I walk, how my breath is, etc. She belittles me constantly. Oh, it just went down. She called me a fat ass, a cunt, said how she knows why all of YouTube hates me, used looking for Rarity as a way to control me and my emotions, literally said I let Rarity out on purpose, etc. How would you guys feel if you were in a relationship and you found out that behind your back, they were on a hate subreddit, making fun of your body and saying bad things about you? That's not a lie. That's not a this or that's a that. I'm not the one who found out. Y'all did. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. Like, I love how, like, people are like, that's your fault. Bitch, where? Did I sign up to subreddit for her? Did I give her the fucking login info? She enjoys when she sees me in pain. One time, just out of nowhere, this was before I was medicated. I had the worst fucking anxiety. And then I ended up having a panic attack while on FaceTime with her. I was started to hyperventilate, which is my biggest thing that happens to me when I have like a full-fledged panic attack. Like, it's low-key happened on live stream before where I'm like hyperventilating. She ends up hanging up on me mid-hyperventilation, telling me, oh, well, what do you want me to do about it?
Are you crying again?
That's not normal. That's not normal. I would never in a million years. Anytime she has ever had anxiety, anytime that she has ever needed me, I was there. I used to sleep with my phone on loud. If I was only sleeping for 30 minutes, I didn't give a fuck. If she called, I answered. Like, her favorite thing was to say that she hated me. Just out of nowhere. Just, I hate you. And then towards the end, I caught myself. I said it to her one time. And I felt so guilty after saying it, but it made me realize like how much she'd been able to say that to me constantly. I went to the therapy. I was going to the therapy appointments. I was taking my Zoloft. I was doing this and that, and you were doing nothing but every day raging at me and being mean to me for no reason. Going behind my back and saying awful things about me. I literally have journal entries. I have journal entries, and I'm pretty sure I have messages literally telling you that I needed to leave. That I could not do this anymore. That I genuinely could not do this anymore. I was miserable. I would call my mom constantly, bawling my eyes out, Emily. Bawling because of you. And my mom was like, honey, I will come get you. You deserve better. You don't deserve this. That was a constant everyday thing, an everyday battle, and you know it. I was miserable. She's actually kicked me twice. I forgot about the second time. I'm laying in bed trying to sleep, and my brain is like this. Like, insane. I was sitting on the couch one time, again, during one of our arguments, and she wanted me to leave, and she wanted me to stop crying. And she was like laying on the couch, and I was like sitting like on the end of it. She literally kicked me off the couch, and I landed on the floor, and I had to I had to have her help me get up. But I'm telling you, in that moment, like, oh, I saw her smirk. You guys, I saw her smirk at me crying at the fact that I needed help up. I will never forget that moment. And it's so weird because it's like last night when I was on live stream, well, early this morning, and so much was happening. Like, obviously, you forget things, duh. But then when you're like calm and you're like trying to like lay there and fall asleep, like everything comes a running. The fact that I forgot to even say that part because we were talking about the physical stuff. You guys, when she smirked, my soul left my body. And I want to let everyone know that like the random like video recordings that she would do of me, she also did it to Megan while Megan was naked. And I've seen it with my own eyeballs. I've seen it with my own eyes. Emily would push and push and push Megan until Megan would react the same way I did. When I first saw this video, this was before any like betrayals or anything like that. And I was like looking and I'm like, damn, this Megan girl, like what the hell? What's her problem? And then I understood. And then I saw myself in Megan. Would I ever hold someone at gunpoint? Fuck no, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I'm saying when Emily recorded Megan and I first saw that video, I saw Megan as one way. And then when I finally understood, I saw myself in Megan and I was like, fuck. I get it. You're being a straight up bitch. I wish I had one where she called me a fat ass, you guys. My jaw was on the floor, but that was in person. There's just so many. Don't gaslight me, you bitch. And I'm like, don't call me names. Like, what is wrong with you? Wait, where is it? And I'm like, you're breaking my heart. And it's just like continuous. Like constantly blaming me of cheating when I never cheated. Like it was like this weird thing. Oh, and then her calling me dumb, a psychotic, vindictive bitch. Like, and then that's me telling her, like, you treat me like garbage. Like, I'm done. Like, I was constantly breaking up with her, and then it never stuck. You need to actually shut the fuck up or I will expose your stupid ass. So, like, that's the type of stuff that I constantly was dealing with. And I'm just telling her, like, she concerns me. I was telling her that my mental health was really bad. And she said, "You're so fucking stupid. I fucking can't stand it. You're literally the most shitty person I've ever met." And that was just me telling her how bad my mental health was. And then she said, "I do hate you, actually." And here's another one. "You're so fucking stupid. You're so stupid," again. Her thinking I'm cheating on her when I'm literally not. "If you do anything to affect my life more than you already have, I will sue the fuck out of you and get your channel shut down. You can be homeless." And I try to act super unfazed, and I'm just like, LMFAO, bye. And deep down, I'm like, fucking just hurting.
It's kind of crazy for me to process in my brain that, like, we will never speak again. Oh, I'll be fine.
So the horseshoes and bean bags and her.